Take a look at what I have. This is the Nothing Phone 3A, a brand new phone from the company Nothing. I'm going to show you what comes inside the box, and then I'm going to power this thing up for the first time. Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk. If you haven't heard of the company Nothing, it's a really cool Android phone company making super unique phones. If you're shopping for an Android phone, Samsung, Google Pixel, Motorola, you need to include Nothing on that list before you make a purchase. And this is their newest budget model, just announced, the 3A. I'm also doing an unboxing video of the 3A Pro. I've got that link down in the description if you want to check that out as well. But in the meantime, this is the one we're going to check out. I'm going to show you what's inside the box. I'll power this thing up and show you that first experience of setting up this brand new phone from Nothing. Let's get this thing over to the table and get it unboxed. So here it is, the box for the brand new Nothing Phone 3A. This is the budget phone from Nothing that was just announced. You can see the model name in the corner, 3A, and you can see the cameras on the front. So kind of a representation of what the phone looks like on the inside. Let's go around to the back. Not much going on the sides here. You can see it's just a continuation of that photo from the front. But on the back, we do have some normal information, some barcodes. It's got the model number A059, color is white, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, manufactured in February of this year. That's pretty much it for the back of the box. Oh, look at this. So you can see on the top of the box, they've got this really cool embossed design that matches that picture that was on the front of the box. Very nice touch, very sleek looking. Let me set the box down and open it up. Cool, there's the phone. What does this say? Welcome to Nothing. Well, isn't this exciting? Moments like this are why we're here. The anticipation to get started, to unlock something new. Thank you for being a part of our world. Here your voice can be heard and your creativity celebrated. Very cool, and some information about their socials and whatnot, but I love that they're celebrating the unboxing experience that geeks like me, geeks like you just love. So here's the phone. Let me pull the tab and get this out of the box. I will set that to the side. Let's see what else we have in the box here. Underneath the tray, we've got a very basic USB-C to USB-C cable with some Nothing branding on it. Looks like we also have some sort of instruction manual or legal jargon, whatnot. Nothing really extensive here, some really basic stuff. And finally, inside the box, I believe this is the SIM ejector tool. And when a company puts this much thought into a cool, pick it up. When a company puts this much thought into creating a cool SIM ejector tool, look at that, looks like a light bright peg from the 80s, doesn't it? This says a lot about how important design is to them. Even the SIM ejector tool is different than what other companies are creating. I love it, nice job. So that's it for inside the box. Take a look at the phone. The wrapper has the kind of plus and minus volume adjustments there. It shows you where the power button is. It shows you where the new essential key is. That's that logo right there. It's kind of their new AI tool. The USB-C port, as well as the SIM card slot. Okay, on the back, you've got that cool looking camera bump. You can see this is the white model with the white design. Let me pull this paper off. Very slick looking phone. You can't tell in the video, but it does have a screen protector pre-installed. Look at the back, so cool. Let me change the color of the background because this helps with the white phone so it pops more in this video. But take a look at that, guys. You can see inside of the phone. I love the design. You've got the Nothing logo there on the clear plastic. This is just a sexy phone, especially for a budget phone. The camera bump, the screws, the Glyph LED strip lights are in there. So cool. On the top, just a little hole there for a microphone, I believe. You've got your power button, the essential button below it, and what else we got here? On the bottom, you've got your USB-C port, your SIM card slot, you've got your speaker hole, your microphone hole. On the other side, you're going to have your volume up and volume down. I love that the buttons are black against the white plastic of this phone. Just a cool look, and it feels super solid for a phone in this price range, under $300. I'm going to hold down the power button and get this Nothing 3A powered up. Okay, took about 30 to 45 seconds to get to this point, and here is the hello screen with a big old button. I'll go ahead and tap on that giant button. You can see language selection on the bottom here. and wants to connect to a mobile network. I'm going to skip by this. I'm not using a SIM card right now. I just want to connect it to my Wi-Fi network. It is asking for my Wi-Fi credentials, which I will type in. We are connected to my Wi-Fi network, and now it's getting your phone ready. This, if you're familiar, you can tell this is a standard Android setup screen now. So I'm not sure how much of this is going to be Android setup and how much of this will be customized for this Nothing device. But right now it looks like we've kind of moved over to a standard Android setup. Same deal with this screen. If you've seen that before, you probably know that from Pixel devices, for example, or any stock Android device. It's checking info, and if this is normal Android setup, then it's going to ask us for a Google login, which I will type in. Okay, now it's checking that account info that I logged in with. It's now connecting to Google services. Again, this is very standard Android setup screens. It's asking for location permissions and some other permissions. I will go ahead and accept that. Do I want to back up my device? Certainly. I will turn the backup on, which backs up photos and settings here in Android. It's asking to select a PIN. I'm going to skip that for the purpose of demonstration here. Do I want to continue setup? I will continue my setup. It's asking if I want to use Google Assistant. Of course I do. Do I want to match my voice? Of course I do. Do I want the phone to recognize my voice when I'm not using the phone? Yes, I do. I'm going to skip the rest of the setup. Of course, you can deep dive into Google Mail. And now it goes back, you can see, to a Nothing setup screen. It's asking here if I want to allow it to collect product usage data, join the System Stability Program, and enable Nothing notifications for surveys and product updates. I will keep those all turned on and go ahead and hit the next button. There you go. Those are those glyph lights that are on the back of the phone, and you can see it jumps right into that. Meet the Glyph interface, explaining what this is, a new way to interact with your phone. I'll hit next. It tells you that you can use those lights for call recognition to see who's calling based on which lights are blinking and how they're blinking. It's so cool. I'll show you in just a second. I'll demo that towards the end, but first you can see it talks about call recognition, your notifications using those lights as well. You can set up different notification lights, and it also talks about the Glyph timer, which you can use the lights to kind of visually see how a timer is counting down on your phone. Jumping into talking about the Essential Key. This is brand new from Nothing. It's this new key on the side of the phone underneath the power button, and this is kind of their AI tool for recording voice memos and taking screenshots. It talks about what's new here in OS 3.0. Let's jump through a couple of these to see what exactly they're pointing out. Personalize your lock screen with clock face and widgets. Apparently that is a new addition to this new version here. You can rearrange your quick settings easily using 3.0. Share your favorite widgets with your friends. I'm not sure if that's likely a nothing to nothing option. And it's highlighting some more enhancements here: Android 15, AI, the dot animation engine, revamped typography, etc., etc. We can play with more of that as I take a closer look and review this phone. Which screen do you want, the default Android screen or the Nothing customized screen? Well, it's a Nothing phone, so I'm going to go with Nothing customized screen. But it is nice that they give you the option. If you want to go with stock Android for your home screen, you can do that. But take a look. This is the Nothing home screen. I'll press down that Essential button. You can see it jumps right into recording that voice memo or screen grabbing, etc., etc. I think there's going to be a lot more AI functionality coming soon with that little button, but for now, it just has a couple of features. I promised you I'd show you that Glyph feature. It's so cool. These LED strip lights blink along with the ringtones, and you can customize them for different people and different notifications. So this is a first look and a first hands-on with the Nothing Phone 3A. My first impressions, well, first of all, look how cool that thing looks. This is one of the slickest looking Android phones, or Apple phones for that matter, that I've seen in a long time. Nothing does a really cool job of making unique hardware. It feels solid, especially for $379. I like it so far. I can't wait to put this thing through the paces, put it to the test, and I want to know, well, what you guys want to know. So comment below if you've got questions, if you're curious about features or functionality, comment below. I read every single comment. I'll comment back, and I'll try to include all those questions in my review video coming up here on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to check that out as well. Tech it before you wreck it. I'm Kirk.